The year is 1904. Across Europe and America, men in suits discuss Africa like it's furniture. They trade rubber, gold, and ivory like it grows from nowhere. They speak of civilizing the savage, even as they cut hands off children and decorate mansions with stolen skulls. And in the midst of it all, on display like a zoo animal, stands a young African boy, caged, alone, mocked by white crowds. Photographed, studied, laughed at, his name was Ota Benga. And what they never expected was that his presence would haunt their empire. That one small boy would become a mirror, exposing the true savagery, not of Africa, but of Europe. Let's begin where it all started. The Congo Free State. In the late 1800s, King Leopold II of Belgium declared Congo his personal property, not Belgium's colony, his colony. Over 10 million Congolese died under his reign. Villages were burned. Children's hands were cut off as punishment for not meeting rubber quotas. Men were whipped with a weapon called the shikot until flesh fell off their backs. But in Europe, Leopold was praised. He called it a civilizing mission. He sold it as charity, not genocide, and the world applauded. Now imagine you're a child, born into a peaceful tribe in Central Africa. You speak a language unknown to textbooks. You hunt, you laugh, you live under the stars. You've never seen a train, never touched a camera. Then one day strangers arrive, with guns, with chains, with false promises. They kill your people. They capture you. And before you know it, you're in America. Ota Benga was a member of the Mbuti people, a forest-dwelling group often misrepresented as pygmies. He was captured by Arab slavers, sold to American explorers, and taken across the ocean. Not as a guest, as an exhibit. In 1904, Ota Benga was put on display at the St. Louis World's Fair. Louis World's Fair, he was shown alongside monkeys and tribal artifacts. Spectators paid to watch him eat, laugh, even cry. He became an attraction, marketed as a savage from the heart of darkness. 2 years later, he was caged at the Bronx Zoo, placed in the monkey house alongside apes. Thousands visited every day to mock him. This wasn't 1400. This was 1906, America, the land of liberty. Laughing at a child in a cage, churches supported it, scientists defended it, newspapers called it education. But Ota Benga, he said nothing. Because what do you say when no one sees you as human? Eventually, a few black pastors and community leaders spoke out. The zoo released Ota Benga, but the damage was done. He tried to adapt. He cut sugar cane. He worked in tobacco fields. He studied English. I tried to smile. I tried to forget. But at night, he wept for the forest, for his mother, for his identity. In 1916, just 12 years after being exhibited, Ota Benga took his own life. With a borrowed revolver, he was just 32. Ota Benga's story isn't just history, it's a mirror. It reminds us that colonialism wasn't just about land. It was about dignity. It was about erasing names, turning children into props, making culture a museum piece, making pain a product. And if we're not careful, we'll forget that some of the most powerful resistance came not from guns, but from my presence. Ota Benga never led an army, but he stood in the belly of the beast and reminded the world what it means to be human. Today, there are no statues of Ota Benga. No school books carry his name. Most Congolese don't even know him. He's been buried under silence. But silence is not absence. His story lives in every African child still treated as less. Every culture is still mocked. Every voice still silenced. And now you know his name. This is not a story of a zoo. It's a true story of truth. Because the most dangerous cages are the ones built by lies. And the strongest resistance is memory. This is Echoes of Africa. And this is the echo they tried to silence. But I couldn't.